Hey guys, this is Forrest from Way of Life Bootcamp, and today we have a video from a question sent in by Christy, who lives in Sacramento, California. Thank you, Christy, for sending that question. Christy, she has the question, well, this is her question. How do I put on some muscle? How do I, build my body strong? And especially, how do I get target this buttocks area right here? So, great question, Christy. I'm sure a lot of people want to know the same thing, is how do I, put on some of that lean muscle? Basically what you want to do is you want to start with the strength training. You can go free weights, you can go body weight, you can do bands, you can do medicine balls, you can do dumbbells, kettlebells. There's so much variety in resistance training, weights training that is out there. But whatever you do, you want to learn how to add in a certain amount of intensity to the work so that it actually builds muscle. The big problem and the big myth is that for women to make sure that they have like nice sculpted arms, that you want to do like some kind of light weight with high reps. And grab the 5-pound dumbbells, for example, and do some bicep curls. Grab those 5-pound dumbbells and go high reps on the shoulder presses. Well, that is a false, that's a fallacy, that's a big myth in the fitness industry that trainers like myself are always trying to dispel. So what you really want to do is work out similarly to the guy, the bodybuilder in the gym. And you don't have the levels of testosterone that guy does, that he's getting all big and bulky. So you don't have to worry about getting muscly, getting veiny, anything like that. You're going to look nice and sculpted and strong. And believe me, that's a very sexy look. What do they say? Strong is the new skinny. There's postings all over YouTube and, Google and Facebook with little strong is the new skinny with like the girl flipping the tire and she looks all nice and sculpted. And that's a great look, and you feel confident, your body's strong, and coming from a holistic perspective, it's a healthy way to think, because it used to be that, we wanted this certain idea of like a woman's image that we would see on a magazine, and over time those images got, the women got skinnier and skinnier and skinnier, where they were just too much. I mean, it wasn't realistic, and it didn't really look good, to tell you the truth. Most guys want a woman with some meat on her bones. So you want to build some muscle, start with the lunges. Those are great. I will demonstrate them here for you right now, okay? So the best movement to develop the leg muscles, and especially the butt muscle, like Christy was asking about, is going to be the lunge, or sometimes referred to as the split squat. Okay? Lunge can be done in a lot of different ways. I recommend doing them basic first, get the technique and form down, develop that mind-body connection, that central nervous system adaptation to the exercise so that you have it down. Then start to progress in with more weight. That way you're going to develop, because if it's easy the whole time and you never add weight, your body will never develop. So start with the basics first though. With the split squat here, you're going to start with your feet shoulder width apart. You're going to draw a line straight back. What you don't want to do is you don't want to draw a line back and then to the side, because now you're on a tightrope and you're going to lose your balance. So you want to have a nice balanced stance. Boom, right here. Hands on your hips, back straight. You're going to inhale on the way down. Exhale on the way up. Strong exhale, because yes, your exhale is your power. Okay? From here, what you want to look out for, what I see a lot, is people start to turn this back foot in this way. Now when they go down, there's a lot of pressure on the ankle, the knee. It's a funky way to do the lunge. You don't want to do it that way. Okay? So you want to keep that straight. The other thing I want you to notice is my heel here is up. Okay? So I don't keep it up and then as I stand I rock it back. I don't want to do this rocking motion, this forward back thing. What I want to do is go straight down to the earth. I'm going to bring this knee like a spike driving into the floor. Okay? The hands are on the hips for balance. I'm going to come straight down. See, that way this knee doesn't go forward. Watch this. I don't want this to go forward, put a lot of pressure on this knee. Okay? If I can see sunlight coming through under your heel, I know that you're doing it wrong. You want to have that heel planted and straight down. Okay? The other thing is your spine. You don't want to have this lumbar curve here, this anterior pelvic tilt, that's just too much. You want to find that neutral spine. You also don't want to curve on the upper back and be sagging here. Okay? I've seen people do lunges this way. I've seen them do lunges this way. All kinds of funky stuff. What you do want to do is you want to keep that neutral spine right here. Abs tight. Inhale, come down. Exhale, come up. Okay? That's your basic lunge. Then from there you can add a sandbag. You can add dumbbells. In our boot camp we often use a 5-gallon water jug. We hold it right here, and that adds 40 pounds to the lunge. I used to work for Valley Total Fitness. I remember the woman that she was in such great shape. She wouldn't do any machines. She wouldn't touch anything. All she would ever do was she would hold 2 25-pound dumbbells, and she wasn't a huge woman or anything, but she would use a lot of weight. And she would walk around, lunge walk, around the perimeter of the gym. And she had the most amazing physique. And that's what she would spend most of her time doing, is just lunging. And that's that booty muscle you're going to be working. That's what you're going to be developing. Along with the quads and hamstrings, you're going to really be driving the butt. I once trained this woman. She worked in the school system. She had kind of a flat booty, and after a few months, she came back and she was like, hey, my butt is just pow, it's just really coming out now, and people are starting to notice. I kind of like it. It's a good thing, And she was this woman was about 60 years old, and she was just thrilled to have developed this pow booty muscle. So lunges are going to do it for you. Thank you, Chrissy. That's a great question. Muscle development, the booty, the body, the legs, and thinking from a holistic perspective, lunges are one of the best things just to overall work on the strength of your entire body. Highly recommend them. Thank you, and have a great night.